Welcome to my Chest Protect Container Lock Protection plugin tutorial. Boy, was that a mouthful. I am initially making this video for the Minecraft server I host, but this can certainly be used for any other server. This is not a tutorial on how others can set up their permissions and configs. If you wish for me to make a video on that, I can look into it. I'm also not an expert on everything on this plugin. I also do not own this plugin. Please see the link below for the Spigot site of the plugin. Show them some love for a great plugin. With that being said, let's begin. Alright, with me here is Cryptid Luna, one of my staff members of my server.
Hello.
They're going to be helping us out here to help teach you all how to do some nice chest protect stuff. First off, we'll go ahead and start with my server settings. For my server, I have everything automatically set to lock when you place a chest, or trapdoor, door, etc. As you can see, my hotbar, you can do chests, barrels, trapdoors, ender chest, doors, of course, armor stands, shulker boxes, and furnaces. My server is not set up to do armor stands yet because they're actually entities and not containers. I may look into that in the future for my server, but you can change that for your servers at will. So to begin, really, you just place your chest down and you'll hear that ding, and you'll see in your chat that it is automatically locked. Like I said before, it's free to place a chest down on my server, no payment whatsoever, but this definitely works for economy servers. Alright, so right now I can open that, but Luna here cannot. They are not trusted. So to add a player, just type trust and we'll add Cryptid Luna. You'll see that little GUI pull up on your screen. You just right click the box and now they are trusted. Alright, so now they have access to everything I do put in there. To untrusted player, you just simply do untrust Cryptid Luna, right click again, and it is no longer trusted for them. Alright, we just finished up trusting Luna here. Now, if you want to unlock this chest, you just simply do unlock, and you unlocked it. So now Luna should be able to access that. They're not trusted in it. Anybody can access this right now, but if you want to lock it back up, just go ahead and type that lock button again and right click. Now they shouldn't be able to access it again. And if you want to view the protections, you can also do chest protect view. This will kind of do a little green particles around all of your protections in your area. That way you can see what is locked and what is not locked as well. So from here, we can go ahead and head into the menu or the GUI of the plugin. This is where you're really going to add and manage your protections as a whole when I add other players or even groups. So let's head into that right now. All right, and now to access the menu, just do chest protect menu, and you'll be given 4 different options. All right, you have this little chest here, got some weird iron block looking thing, grass, and looks like some orange terracotta. So we're starting off with the protections. Inside the protections, these are all of the different types that you can have. So you got chests, barrels, doors, furnaces, armor stands, shulker boxes, and others. And others, this is where the owners themselves can add, like, you know, probably walls, deep slate blocks, right? Really any type of block in here. I've not set this up yet, so I'm not 100% sure if that is the possibility, but it's something you definitely could look into if you're interested. So let's go here in chests. Here is my one chest that we just did right in front of me, and it also shows the cords of my chest as well. So if I want to find out where this is, I can just look at that. If you right click it, you can teleport to the protection. On my server, I do not have that enabled. It does cost like $200 if I do enable it, but you can also change that too. I don't want people teleporting to the protection, so that's why I have it disabled for my server. To edit this protection, just left click it. And here you have members, edit group, edit flags, and the name. So you can set a name for this protection if you want to. Not too necessary, but it is an option. In my members, it's just me. I am the owner. All right. If I want to add someone in here, I just do trust player. Just go ahead, type their name in chat. Oh, I guess I did a typo. Yes, I did. There you go. Now Luna is now a member, and as you can hear with that ding, she is able to open that chest. So we can also promote her to an admin. If we promote them to an admin, they can also edit the members on this. But we'll go ahead and leave them at the member section for this tutorial. We'll go ahead and hit back. This is where we can edit the group, but we don't have a group yet. This is edit flags. Flags, you can do, like, disable if players are allowed to take items or insert items, show holograms that display stats about the container. You can also do that if you want to, but I don't personally have a need for that at the moment, so I won't get too deep to that. Alright, so now we'll go back to our group setting. So we'll hit back on this and go back to groups. So right now, Luna is trusted in there, so let's go ahead and actually untrust here. So let's right click. Oh, nope, just gotta hit this untrust right there. There you go. So let's type the name back in. She's no longer trusted now. There you go. Okay, so back in the GUI, we'll go ahead and hit groups. Let's just do a nice test group right here. All right, so we'll hit create group. We'll do test group in chat. And now I have a test group. So just left click to edit. You can go ahead and do players. And let's go ahead and trust a player. So in chat, just do Cryptid Luna. So Luna is now trusted for that group. As you can see, they do not have access to my first chest. That is because I didn't give them, there's no group yet for this chest. So I need to go back and add that group. So if you just go back to my protections, click here, edit group, hit left click test group. Now they should be able to access that chest. Perfect. There you go. Now if you go back, if you go to groups and test group again, this is where your players are. So you can add basically an infinite amount of players, I believe. Just depends on what you set for your server. And you hit back. Protection types. So this is where you can set to where this group can only open a certain type of container or protection. So if you left click that, hit add type, trap chests, chests, ender chests, barrels, doors, trap doors. So for example, if I do chest, this group can only open my chest. They cannot open my ender chests, barrels, or anything like that. There's also an option to add everything. So let's just add everything today. So I'm just gonna add everything. So now Luna will have access to everything I place down. These are all the different options. And because they are in the group and I created these after the fact of creating that group, they automatically have access. So the key thing here is if you want players to have access to everything you build, make a group first, add your players, and then put down your containers. If you put down your containers first and then do the group, you need to make sure you add that group to your previous containers. Now, I can also, if we go back to the menu and see, look at chest protections, this one right here, if I like left click that members, so it's just 2 members right now. If we go to that group section and add, say, 6 Moons, who is also a staff member of my server. If you go back here and hit back again, go to protections, look at that same protection, look at the members, he's automatically added to every chest I do. Alright, so any group that you have, any new people you put in even after the fact will automatically be added as well. So that really helps to manage your chest and not have to go back and keep doing that trust command in chat. Just do that group and you'll be set basically for life. My server is a limit of 10 groups. So up to 10 groups per player. Right. Also, one of the things I did find wrong with this plugin per se is in protections and in your chests. Right here it says you can shift plus left click to delete this protection. Nothing I do seems to delete it, and I have my shift set to control because I have it as my running, and it does not delete it. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. You can easily just go and to those cores and just delete it yourself or just unlock it if you don't care about it anyways. That is definitely an option for you right there. But yeah, that's the one thing I'm not particularly sure why it doesn't work. So that's at least that part of that. Alright, let's finish off with the settings and the information for the GUI. So in your settings, there are two unique options here. You can enable or disable persist, lock, unlock, and trust, untrust, and set roles. So let's go ahead and enable those real quick, and I'll show you what those do. So before, when we were testing this out with Luna, we did the trust and unlock with them. When you do that command, it only works for one container at a time. All right, because you didn't have persistent on in your settings. So you'll have to keep typing in that command multiple times if you wanted to keep adding people to multiple chests if you didn't do the group setting. To avoid that, you just change what we just did and enable it into your settings to make it persistent. So now you just type what you want to do. And I was testing it a little bit, but you can trust, say, Strategus. And now when I right click these containers, it will automatically add strat to them infinitely. Now if I go back to that chest protect GUI menu and I take it off persistent, it would only work one time and then it deactivates. It shows you right there. All right. Now, another thing that you have to be cautious about is you have to type that command in twice to enable disable. So if I do trust Strategus, see if we get in here, it's trusted. So now it's fully enabled. But if I go around, now it wants me to trust all these other blocks here. Just type that command one more time and it will deactivate it. So that's how you get by with that. The last thing in the menu just shows you how many containers you have and how many you can have. Same thing for entities. So right now it has 7 containers, but I do have it set to unlimited amount. Entities is 0, but I don't let my players protect entities at the very moment. That could change in the future for my players, but we'll see about that until later. Now, beyond that, that is about everything we have for you today. Oh wait, there's one more thing that I found that was pretty unique. So let's blow all of this up. Who doesn't like a boom boom? Wait a minute. What happened there, Luna? So, the unique thing about this, it kind of acts like a protection lance system. So, if you place a TNT down, or any explosion whatsoever, it will not destroy the blocks. I believe it is based on the radius of the explosion, because if I go out here, it still shouldn't blow it. And I'll show you over here that I do have explosions on. If I put it 4 blocks away, it'd be fine. But if I do 5, I believe for TNT, it will blow up the land near it. Oh, no, it needs a little bit more longer than that. So let's just go over there. There you go. and let's just blow this smoothie. Now you will take damage if you stand by it, so I do not recommend stand by it at all. I am in creative mode, so I don't have to worry about that. But that is a very unique thing that we found out. So thank you all for listening in. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments. If you want me to make the permission and config video for this plugin, I certainly can try to. Well, it's taking me a little bit of time because I'm not too familiar with everything in it. But I will certainly do my best for y'all. Other than that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day and keep on rocking. See ya!